Hey everybody, this is Zach, the Brick Dad here, and I just wanted to share with you guys the first official Lego City update for my channel and for me ever, which is pretty exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I have going on so far. In the last video, I talked about planning on building a table. So the table is done. It is about 4 base plates wide, so it's just over 40 inches, about 40 1/4 inches, and it is 5 base plates long, so it's just over 50 inches, 50 1/4. They fit pretty snug on there. There might be just a tidge of overhang, but I feel like I did pretty good on it, especially since I am not a woodworker. Anyway, I am gonna get some edge banding for this. It has not arrived yet, but once that does, I'll get those corners tidied up. Down below, I used 2x3s. I actually used 4 of them. So altogether, the table cost about 50 bucks, not including the screws that I had laying around. I used some just decking wood screws, so those should last quite a while. And I didn't design it with the eye in the middle down here on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with that, but I wanted to just add a little bit more stability on it. That way it can hold the weight and these legs don't really move at all. It is a sturdy table. Down below, I think I'm gonna put a shelf of some sort. I do have another half sheet of melamine out there. I got a 4x8 sheet for 43 bucks, so not too bad on cost of this table. Now, when I planned to do this table here, when I decided on my measurements and the size, I actually laid out base plates here just to see how much room it would take and make sure that I could get all my modulars on it. And this will fit exactly all of them that I have built right now, plus one more that I'm currently building. But I'm not sold on where it is in this room. I was planning on putting it here, but once I got the table in here with the height and seeing how blocky it is, it really cramps this room in here because this room is not a big room. I'm standing in the doorway and it takes up almost a quarter of this room. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna actually move this table over here where the desk is. The desk is gonna come over here, be framed out with these bookshelves that I made for all of my sets. And then that will also future-proof a little bit because I can extend that table out a ways over here eventually down the road once I get this portion of the city actually settled in and quote unquote finished. So once I'm happy with it and get everything milled up and where I like it, then we can talk about expanding. But a couple other issues that I have with this is I didn't think about height when it came to the shelves. So I do have a layout in mind. I wanted to put the taller buildings such as the modular construction site, which is a beautiful set by the way, Avengers Tower and the Daily Bugle farther back in the corner. That way we can kind of transition to the lower sets up front. That way you can get just a good view on it. And the problem is that the Avengers Tower, it would go up quite a ways above these shelves. So I don't really want to move the shelves and I don't really like the way that the table is. So I am giving it some thought as far as where this is actually going to go in this room. Now, eventually down the road, I plan on getting a bigger space for the city, probably in my basement, but currently it's unfinished and it's just not feasible for it. Another issue that I have is I can reach across these tables pretty easy. It's not too far of a stretch, so it being in the corner isn't really an issue. But as far as reaching to the shelves, especially this top shelf, I don't trust myself to get stuff up and down from there. And while I'm not the best person for keeping all of my sets dust free, I definitely try every now and again, and that would be about impossible to do. So once anything goes up there, it's going to stay up there. So like I said, I think I'm going to try out a couple different arrangements in here, put the table on this side, give me some room to maybe build a second table. The desk will be over here framed out nicely with the shelves, with some of the other sets up here, such as the BrickHeads and the CMFs and some of the sets that I don't have room for in the city, like the amazing Disney train station. It is just a fantastic set. If you guys have not seen it, check it out. Anyway, don't think I'm gonna have room for the sofa table, so I think that's gonna end up going somewhere else in the house. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at now. It's a work in progress. Me and the kids worked on it quite a bit today, as you can see from their fun playtime. So anyway, we will get there. It's a process, right? So anyway, more updates to come. Tune in. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks, guys. Keep building.